Alright, everybody, welcome out here to... Welcome out here, everybody, to today's video. And as you all know, this is something I've been meaning to make a video about for a long time now, but Monster Jam has announced a brand new video game, which is something we have been waiting for a long time. We've been waiting 3 years ever since the last Monster Jam game came out. We've been waiting for another one, and now we finally have it, which is called Monster Jam Showdown, and I believe it's being produced by Milestone or something like that. And it is really cool how we're getting another Monster Jam game after 3 years. Although I'm really sad it's not a Steel Titans 3, and THQ Nordic is not producing the game, as I really do love THQ Nordic. I think they should have been producing this game, in my opinion. And as you know, I really love THQ Nordic, especially after the SpongeBob games they released, the 2 SpongeBob games they released being Battle for Bikini Bottom, Rehydrated, and the Cosmic Shake. I really love those games, and that would have been epic if we could have gotten THQ Nordic and Purple Lamp to develop a Monster Jam game. Like, that would have been crazy. Like, with how good Purple Lamp did the SpongeBob games and how much they care about the community, I think Purple Lamp would have been a better developer to develop this game, in my opinion. But we're going to give the people here who are developing this game a shot, and hopefully it's a great Monster Jam game. And hopefully it can be something that we can be used for, I can do future Monster Jam shows on. But first off, before we take a look, at here, so this video is basically going to be covering what I want to see from this game. First off, let's start off with the field of trucks I want to see in this game, because it has been confirmed 66 trucks will be in this game. So here are the 66 trucks I hope are in the game. Now note, some of these are already confirmed. First up, we've got Alien Invasion, Avenger, Axe, Bad Company, Animal House, Bakugan Dragonoid, Black Panther, Black Pearl, Blue Thunder, Brutus, Dragon, Earthshaker, El Toro Loco, Dysfunctional, Excalibur, Big Kahuna, Gravedigger, Great Clips Mohawk Warrior, Hooked, Hotsy, Iron Man, JCB Digatron, Jester, Jurassic Attack, Ice Cream Man, Just Get Her Done 2, Kraken, Lucas Stabilizer, Max D, Megalodon, Monster Mutt Dalmatian, Monster Mutt Rottweiler, Michigan Ice Monster, NEA Police, Northern Nightmare, Miss Overboard, Rage, Raminator, Ramunition, the Monster Jam Stunt Truck, Raisin Cane, Scooby-Doo, Shaker, Soldier Fortune Black Ops, Son of a Digger, Stone Crusher, Terminal Velocity, The Amazing Spider-Man, Sparkle Smash, Scattered, Skull Crusher, Thor, Thunder Roarus, Velociraptor, both the blue and the orange, Miss Get Her Done, Vendetta, Whiplash, Wildside, Uproar, Recreation, Tailgater, Backwards Bob, and Zombie. So that is a list of trucks for the main 66 trucks that I want to see in the base game. Now, I do know there may be DLCs to maybe allow for other trucks, like maybe for more retro trucks, or maybe even for other independents, but these are the main 66 trucks I do hope we can see in the base game, and most of these are already confirmed. But yeah, I'm really hoping we get a bigger presence of independent trucks here in this game. And I really do want to see a lot of independents, as some of the past Monster Jam games in the past didn't do a good job at this, like Steel Titans 2. I mean, Steel Titans 2 did have a decent amount of independence, but from my perspective, as I love to play Steel Titans 2 to use it to do events on it. You know, it would be kind of like the only 3 independent trucks I really use on Steel Titans nowadays when I film my events on there. There are are Jurassic Attack, Avenger, and Stone Crusher, and that's about it. But so I want some more. I want some more independent trucks in this game, and I'm hoping for a larger presence of independent trucks. I'm hoping that they're going to be also, since there has also been confirmed to be over 144 paint schemes, I'm hoping to get lots of Gravediggers, Max D's, Avengers, Jesters, Velociraptor. So, I'm hoping all those can come true. I'm hoping we do get some decent independents. I mean, there are some independents already confirmed for the game, which are mainly Ice Cream Man and Raising Cane's. So, if we're getting two independent trucks that don't even compete in Monster Jam anymore, we should hopefully get some of the more modern day ones. Next up, here's some more things I'd love to see. I'm hoping they do online gaming where you can actually just like game and do it like online and stuff like that. Play online with your friends no matter where you're at. So I'm hoping that will be in the game. I'm pretty sure it will. But I'm hoping also it can expand to maybe up to 12 players, as I would actually love to like see if I can somehow spawn in 12 trucks so I can do like a more accurate and realistic show on the game, as that would be really cool for me. And I also just love to have a feature where you can just have a free ride area in one of the stadiums, and I'm hoping we can you can just spawn in trucks, like whatever you want. You can just go in there, pick 12 trucks, spawn them in there, or maybe even have like an intro mode where you can put the trucks in a certain order and they can do intros for you. I mean, that would be pretty cool. So I'm hoping that does happen. That would be really cool if it does. If they can pull that off and do that to help make my events a bit more accurate and make them more like how I do the pool table shows instead of just hopping straight into racing. Next up is something I'd love to see in this game is more crushable objects. Now, from the trailer I have seen some crushable cars and freestanding cars, but I want to see more crushable items. Because, I mean, like, come on, it's a video game. You should be able to go and crush items. It won't hurt anything. Stuff isn't going to go fly into a crowd, or even if a car part does fly into a crowd, that's gonna be okay because it's just a video game, and, yeah. So, I want to see more crushable objects. Thanks, and also I don't think they'll pop the tires either. You can program it to not do that, but yeah. But I'd love to see more crushable objects out there on the track and feel more like old school Monster Jam and have crushable objects in the game. Kind of like how some of the older video games used to have lots of crushable stuff like cars and motor homes. Like, we'd love to see that come back. I'd love to see them be able to crush vans, buses, motor homes, cars. We'd love to see more of those. Although Steel Titans 2 did have some nice tracks on there with some pretty decent amount of freestanding crush cars, we just hope we can get more and more crushable objects and be added onto the tracks. Next up is the judging systems. I'm hoping we can change and improve the judging system in this game, as the past two Steel Titans games did not have the best of judging, as the judging wasn't really the best. It was kind of based on combo moves that you do. It wasn't based off of the actual run and or how good the run was. It was just based off the amount of combos you got. So you can score a lot of combos but still have a bad run. So I want for the judging system to be more realistic like an actual Monster Jam event. But I mean, I kind of really did like the judging that we did see in Path of Destruction. And as that game probably does have the best judging out of all the Monster Jam games. It has a really good criteria, so I'd really love to see a judging criteria like that come back and have more accurate and more fair judging, as that'd be really cool, especially for when I do my events. Next up is Zoomies, and I'd love to see them put Zoomies on the trucks. Considering this is just a game, you can just always you can always just turn down the volume if you wanted to. So I'm hoping they can put Zoomies in the game. Like, maybe you can put them on trucks like Gravedigger, Max D, and maybe even some Son of a Digger, and some of the even in the independent trucks. So we do hope we can see Zoomies in the game, and kind of throw it back to make it more old school. And yeah, that'd be really cool to have Zoomies in the game. Next up is more IRL and more tracks out here. We're hoping for more accurate IRL tracks in the game. As from what I've seen so far from trailers and stuff, so far these tracks are not looking to be IRL accurate. So I'm hoping for more IRL accurate tracks. And I'm hoping for more tracks ranging from all the years of the history of Monster Jam, from the late 2000s, the 2010s, the 2020s, from stuff from 2024, 2023, 2022, 2020, 2019, 2018, 2015, 2010, 12, 2008. Like, we want to see a wide variety of tracks across all the history of the sport and like more accurate IRL tracks out here. And that can range from the entire history of the sport from the very beginning to where it is at nowadays. We just really want to see a wide variety of tracks of both old school and new stuff, as that would be really cool if they can do something like that and pull that off in the game. Next up is add more stadiums to the game. And something Steel Titans 2 kind of did lack at is having they didn't have a wide variety of stadiums, and they were leaving out some crucial stadiums. Like, I believe Steel Titans 2 only added one brand new venue, which was Camping World Stadium in Orlando. But we're hoping more stadiums get added. Like, I cannot believe when Steel Titans 2 came out, they kind of didn't include venues like Houston, San Antonio, Tampa, Jacksonville, such historic venues and such big and iconic venues Monster Jam does their events at. So, I'm hoping we get some more and more stadiums. I'm hoping the stadiums also do look more accurate as well in this game, as I kind of felt like most of the stadiums in Steel Titans 2 kind of really did not do the best as far as making them accurate. I mean, I do feel like Oakland, Anaheim, Arlington, Las Vegas, San Boyd Stadium, and Orlando, those all did a great job at making the venues a bit more realistic, and even Salt Lake City and some of these arenas. I was like, especially Salt Lake City, that they did a good job on that venue. But some of the other venues just kind of felt unrealistic or inaccurate to the IRL venue. Like, Indianapolis and Detroit are not open domed venues; they're closed dome. As I believe the only two closed dome stadiums that there were in Steel Titans 2 were Arlington and Toronto, but that was it. So now when we get more wide variety of stadiums, I'm also going to add stadiums from international shows. Like, that'd be cool if they put San Jose, Costa Rica, or the Australia, South Africa, London tracks in there. That would also be extremely cool if they can do that. And we would we'd love to see that. And I don't know if for some, I'm hoping the stadiums are kind of as accurate as they can be and try to make replicas of the actual stadiums, but I don't know if they can do that because they probably need like rights and stuff like that to recreate a venue in the game. They probably need rights, I believe. In fact, check me in the comments if I'm correct, but if you want to maybe recreate a stadium one for one and put the logos and stuff like that on the stadium, make it as accurate as it can possible. They may be copyright, so they may not be able to do that. That's maybe why they kind of made more inaccurate venues and this put a city name on there and call it a day. Maybe that's why, because of copyright, and they didn't have permission to recreate the stadium one for one. But we don't know. We'll have to see. I don't really know about that. Yeah, fact check me in the comments on that. Next up is I'd love to see them put every single World Finals track in the game. I'd love to see the World Finals track from this year's World Finals. I'd love to see last year's. I'd love to see World Finals 1 through 20, as well as World Finals 21. I'd love to see all these tracks be made into the game, as it'd be really cool, and making them as accurate as they can possible. And I do feel as if some of the Monster Jam games kind of did lack and fail on some of the accuracy of the tracks. I do think probably the most accurate track we did get in the games was the World Finals 19 track, as that one was pretty accurate from what I saw. And then, because so far, I believe the only World Finals tracks that have actually been made into the actual game, into the Monster Jam games, like very accurately, have been World Finals is 7, 9, 19, and 20. And I definitely do have to say 19, it was probably the best done. As World Finals 19 and Steel Titans 2 is probably the most accurate World Finals track that we've ever seen in a video game. But we'd love to see all the other World Finals as well make an appearance in the game. We'd love to see some of the earlier ones, and we'd also love to see some of the new ones as well, as that would just be really cool to see be put into the game. And try to make them as accurate as possible. Next up is I'd love to see better water physics, as this is something most Monster Jam games have struggled with, and pretty much all of them have struggled with. And I'm going to have to say the best game with water physics probably has to be Path of Destruction. And as all the other games didn't really do a good job at it. I mean, Steel Titans 2, when you just drive through the water, like whether it be in the that campground area, the first world in the explore area, or whether it be at the World Finals track for World Finals 19, the water didn't really have good physics. As you would just drive through it and nothing would really happen. So I'd love to see better water physics in there where it can splash and create mud and get your truck wet. That'd be pretty cool, especially if they're gonna recreate some of the World Finals tracks that have fountains in it. So it'd be cool to see if we can have actual and better water physics here in this game. Next up is have more physics like BeamNG. As BeamNG has probably been regarded as one of the best out here for Monster Jam games. It's been probably regarded as the best game to play for Monster Jam. And although it's not an official licensed game by Monster Jam, I have been heard it has probably been the best, and it's probably the best physics and stuff like that. And we'd love to see BeamNG type physics out here in Monster Jam Showdown. As well as on something I also love to see is more truck breakage. As in Rigs of Rods doesn't do the best at truck breakage, but this game probably does the best with truck breakage, where you can break stuff like you can break off 4-link bars, you can break off tires, you can break out the drive shaft, the tie rod, a shock tower. Like, you can just cause a lot of damage, and that can be pretty accurate and realistic to real life. So that is something I'd love to see, is more physics and stuff like that from BeamNG be put into this game, as that would be really, really cool. Next up is I'd love to see a day or night mode where you can set the stadium of wherever you're at, or arena. You can set it to where it can be either in the daytime or in the night, and it can just be all up to your choice on what you want to do for the track and how on earth you want the time of day to be set. You can set either to daytime or to nighttime. I mean, that'd be pretty cool for me and with my diecast show, considering most of the venues in the Steel Titans games, most of the venues took place at nighttime, which I mean does make sense considering most Monster Jam shows are taking place at nighttime when it's dark outside, not when it's daytime. Although there are daytime shows a lot, especially nowadays, where it's Sunday afternoon shows and stuff like that with the daylight savings time. So yeah, but most Monster Jam shows have been taking place at nighttime in the dark. But that would be that would just be cool to see a day or night mode where you can switch the track over to day or night, whenever you want to. Next up is I'd love to see rain physics in the game, as this is something no Monster Jam game has done, and I'm hoping gets included in this game, is where you can actually have a rain mode where you can set it to rain at any point you want to. Kind of like with day or night mode, you can also have a rain mode in there. But of course, the rain mode would only work for the outdoor stadiums. That wouldn't work for in arenas or the indoor stadiums. So that is something I would love to see, is a rain mode where you can have rain and you can have a mud show and you can have actual physics of trucks driving on mud, which that would be really cool and something I'd love to see in the game. And that's going to be practically it for everything I want to see for Monster Jam Showdown. I cannot wait for the game to come out. We can't wait for more information to come out. We cannot wait. I'm hoping it's going to be a good game. I'm hoping the developers, they do a great job at this. As I'm hoping we get another good Monster Jam game, and I'm hoping it's a good enough game to where I can do actual shows on it for you guys in the future. Maybe starting in either late 2023 or late 2024, I'm going to say, either later on this year or maybe starting in the next season. I'm really hoping. I mean, do future Monster Jam events on this game. Like maybe I can do a Superstar Challenge on here, or maybe even a World Finals. Like that'd be pretty crazy and cool to do, but we'll also have to see as the days go by, and we cannot wait to see what more stuff comes out. We have to see there's going to be DLCs, and can't wait to see more gameplay from it. And I can't wait to get the game, as no matter what, even if the game isn't as good as what we thought it was, and it's kind of not like you can't really do events on there, or unlike what you can with the Steel Titans. Even if it's like that, I mean, I'm gonna still definitely play it and pick it up and get a chance to play the game and see how it goes, as we cannot wait. Hey, we cannot wait for when more stuff will get added in. Yeah, and that's going to probably be the end for this video. Everyone, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you guys be notified for more Monster Jam action and updates and news that comes your way. Alrighty, bye-bye everybody, have a God bless day, and we'll see you all soon with some more Monster Jam content. Peace out.